signed or arrival at Chiefs. Give us your impressions of since you arrived at the club and recent performances of the team and your status as Thabo. How are you doing and stuff like that?
Greetings to all. Give thanks to the Most High. Yeah, for me coming in here to this club, it's always been something that has been inside me, and it's finally happening, and I give thanks for that. And yeah, with the team, we've been working really hard. It's not been easy, obviously, but I feel like there's been some positive things too that we can look at and work on, and just look forward, because we still have some things to play for.
Yes, yourself, in terms of your performances?
Well, I think individually, obviously, you have to try your best to help the team. That's what I'm trying to do in everything that I can do, on the field and off the field. I'm trying to help the team as much as I can.
Members of the media, over to you.
So, did you anticipate it being this difficult? I mean, just like how the team is doing when you initially came here. I mean, you came with a lot of hype. The fans have been wanting you for years, but did you anticipate it being so tough when you got here?
Yeah, sure, man. I was expecting that it was gonna be a huge challenge for me, but I think it's something that I've been preparing for. I've been getting ready for, and you know, I feel like with the team, we know that, you know, we're in a position whereby we want to achieve something for the club. We want to make our fans happy, but we know, we understand that we have some challenges that we have to overcome, and some mental barriers that we have to overcome. So I just think that, you know, we just have to stay positive, so that we can, you know, produce the results, because that's what we need now. Even on the next game, we need to produce the results.
Timmy, how concerning is it? I mean, I was looking at the stats the other day. The team seems to be winning one match a month. You're looking at Polokwane in January, Stellenbosch in Feb, Makesi last month. It's a new month now. How do you now change those fortunes around?
Yeah, as you're saying, brother, I think it's difficult, you know, because, you know, when you win one game and the next one you lose or you draw, it's like, you know, you tend to ask yourself questions, because, like, we need to be consistent. And, like, I would say that going into the next game, that's the only focus that we wanna, you know, we want to achieve the 3 points, because it's been difficult to maintain the consistency even on the last game, you know, when we start well and then we end up, you know, it's just like, I think we're giving the games away ourselves, you know. We're not really, I think it's not the opposition that gives us many problems. It's just us trying to fix our mistakes and improving, so that we can get the result, because that's the most important thing at this moment of the season.
The coach has also appeared to be frustrated by this situation, and I think also at times he finds himself having to justify that he's building a project. How has it been, especially after these results, and what are his real expectations from how we can control matches? Because lack of control of matches leads to this kind of results.
Yeah, I think you're right, bro, because we always look to control the games, but sometimes we tend to lose control very easily, and it's something that's frustrating, but I think it's something that we've been working on, because, like, if you see now, we are able to start from here, get here, and then to the final third, you know what I mean? So the control aspect, I think, is something that we have to maintain and just improve our final third results, you know. So I think with the coach, it's the message that's always there, that's, you know, control, so that we can, you know, create more chances and be calm at the back and just win games. So that's the message, even amongst ourselves, you know what I mean? We talk amongst ourselves just to maintain the positive frequency, because in these times you need to be positive. You need to be positive so that you can have that drive to go again and again and again, you know what I mean? So that's the message between amongst ourselves and the technical team, positivity.
So you gave an answer to my colleague speaking about mental barriers. This club needs mental strength. What are those mental barriers that you guys are encountering? Is the shirt too heavy? Do you think some of the players can't handle the pressure from the supporters? What are those mental barriers, and how do you guys overcome those?
I think it's like something as small as like you guys saying like we haven't won 3 games in a row, something like that. It's things that we talk about. Because I think as an individual and as a team, we should have those small objectives so that you can eventually achieve those bigger things. You know what I mean? So I think those are the things that we talk to amongst ourselves and say we want to do this now. So those are the things that we're trying to channel at the moment, yeah.
How is your own fitness? Because obviously you had to come off in the last game. Are you fit for Saturday?
Well, obviously, you saw in the game I had some discomfort on my calf, but that is something that we've been monitoring with the technical team, and I'm gonna see today from how I trained today. But it's something that we've been monitoring with the technical team.
Thabo, before you joined Kaizer Chiefs, I mean, it's obvious that other teams were looking at your services, and including those teams that are doing pretty well right now. Does it come to your mind sometimes that although it was your childhood dream, now that the situation is not getting any better?
I feel like even from the first time I stepped in here in the village, I felt that it was the right decision for me, and I still feel like that, because as much as it's challenging, but it's something that you want, you know what I mean, and it's something that it gives you fire, you know what I mean, so that you can share it with others. And just imagine if you achieve something with the club at this time, to be massive for me and my people and for everyone, you know what I mean. So I feel like it is the right choice for me. It was, and it still is.
And you speak so passionately when you speak about this club. Can you just maybe take us through where does this relationship with the club start for you? Because it's like you asking a beautiful girl out. Where does this relationship?
Yeah, man, true. I love the club, just like any other fan who loves the club, But I think I feel like I said in my other interview before, it's something that's been, there's a connection, I always had this connection with the club, even growing up with my friends. One of my friends had the Kaizer Chiefs jersey, we would be jealous of him, you know what I mean, so we couldn't buy it. So it's a club that I always loved, and even overseas, sometimes you see these boys like who play for Benfica or Porto, they don't hide that they love the club, you know what I mean, and I feel like too, it's just something that it's natural for me to express, like the way I'm expressing.
Thabo, AFCON is, of course, on the horizon. What do you think is needed to do to get a call up with Bafana Bafana?
To do what I've been doing, trying to help the team, and I think with the team performing and winning games, it's going to be a natural, eventual thing for me to get a chance at the national team. Something that it's my dream. So I'm just trying to shine where I am and just help the team, and win games, man. That's the most important thing now for us.
You talk about shining where you are.
Sure. At this stage of the season, looking at the number of goals that the team has conceded, it's the most number of goals conceded at this stage of the season in the PSL era. I'm sure you're at that level where you guys also analyze yourselves and analyze the team. What is the defensive organization challenge of this team?
I'd say it's, like you said before, the control. Sometimes, when you lose control, like unexpectedly or easily, you find yourself making, silly mistakes, you know what I mean? So I think it's just improving on the control aspect more and more, that extra pass, so that we can be organized when we lose the ball, you know what I mean? So it's those type of things that we really need to improve on. Yeah.
Ndozi, sometimes it comes in the man's life or in a group to realize that you're at a crisis point. Denialists will say, what crisis? Though it's evident. Where you are now, are you at a crisis point? That's Kaizer Chiefs and the players.
Yeah, for sure, man. For Kaizer Chiefs to be sitting where we're sitting, it's not It's not nice. It is. You can call it a crisis. You know what I mean? Because I feel like even us, you know, as a team, we feel that we can do way better, and we're working on that. And eventually, I think it's something that is gonna come. If we just keep on working on it and just believe on what we are doing, it's gonna come. Because as we were talking, I think there's many positives that we can see, but it's just a matter of being consistent and getting the results now.
Thabo, also maybe just how important does the Nedbank Cup become for this team? Just in the sense that I think you guys are out of the league race, and it's probably the only chance that you guys have at winning a trophy and also maybe getting yourself into continental football. And just based on what you've said, would you say that the problems right now in the squad are more mental than they are football problems?
Clearly, bro, I think the Nedbank Cup is very important for us, you know, for the fans, for our families, for the club, you know. But, you know, we have a very important game on Saturday. And that game, you know, is something that we have to win it, you know what I mean? And just what we're focusing on right now. And obviously, we feel that, you know, we're in a semi-final, you know, and we want to get to the final and eventually win the cup, you know what I mean? But I think, like you said, that there's those mental barriers that we need to overcome. I think football and life, in everything that we do, mentality plays a huge part, and in our work too, it's very, very crucial.
Because you found a young man here, Mfundo Vilakazi. It's only yourself and him, testing you from the top of my head, that fans believe in so much. What have you seen in that young man, and how do you keep the younger players afloat to say this situation will come to pass?
It's just, so we talk with them and tell them that, you know, we just have to be mentally strong and just to keep positive, keep doing what you're doing, because sometimes you might not see the results now, but they're gonna come if you keep on being consistent and working on those things that you know the coaches tell you to work on, and the things that you feel yourself that you need to improve. So we talk a lot amongst ourselves and trying to help each other and improve each other. So I think it's not only Mfundo, there's some also like other players, Duba coming back, all the youngsters that, you know, are showing that the hunger, you know, so we're trying to help them and, you know, help each other as a team.
His style of play?
I don't understand.
The way he plays, the impact that he has on the team whenever he comes on.
Yeah, you can see he's you know, very smart left footer, very, you know, technical. You know, it's just, you know, the matter of him just keeping on that work that he's been doing. I'm sure the results eventually are going to come for him, and he's going to help us as a team.
The last one.
You speak of that there's perhaps a mental barrier in the team that's going on. How's that, like the chemistry amongst the players? Because of that, you can say that when you are facing something that's mental, it's like not easy. You might be able to get over it like quickly, but others will take longer to get through like that process. So how's that chemistry to make sure that you guys can overcome that perhaps and get to the level that fans and everyone expects you guys to perform at?
Like I said, bro, it's sharing the message and sharing that positivity amongst the team every day, bro. You know, the work that we put in and just, you know, building that self-confidence and building that belief from the work that we're doing at training and the things that we share, you know, because we also have some experienced players who are sharing some, you know, some positive things amongst the team. And like I'm saying, bro, it's something that we feel that we making progress, as much as some on the outside it's not visible, but within ourselves we feel like, you know, we're creating something, and we're believing more. You know, we're trying to elevate that belief so that we can, you know, get to the, you know, jump that hurdle, you know.
Thabo Cele, thank you very much.